We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello and welcome to my session of International Finance, Cases and Solutions. I am Dr. Krunal Bua. I'll be discussing a combination of cases. As in previous sessions, we have discussed the cases of cancellation of forward contract, extension of forward contract, rollover of forward contract. So now I've come up with a case study which is a combination of cancellation also, rollover also, or you can say extension, and honoring the forward contract. So let's see in the further slides what is the case. I'll first explain case. I would like you to kindly note down this case in your book and then start comparing with the answer. So here is a case study in front of your screen. Let me first explain what is this case study. This case is of importer who has imported goods from the across the border, and he has obligation to pay for an exchange. Let's see, on 1st January, AB Corporation has entered into 3-month forward contract in respect of import obligations of $1 lakh. That means AB Corporation has imported goods from US and the goods is worth $1 lakh, and AB Corporation has to pay this $1 lakh after 3 months. The rupees per dollar rate, that means direct rate for India, direct quotations are given, and on the various dates are as follows. Now the following table is showing the date available on 1st January and the date available for 3-month contract on 1st January. Then the second one is the date available on 28th February and the date available for 2-month forward contract on 28th February. That means if somebody is entering into 2-month forward contract on 28th February, that means expiring on March and April. So if somebody is entering into contract on 28th February for 2 months, that means the contract is expiring on April. That is the rate is given, and also the rate on 28th February is given for 1 month expiry. See, all these rates will be important and we have to use it as per the questions which are asked. See, the solution of this case would be easy if you identify which rate is applicable in which question. So we'll also discuss that also. So once you have that trick that the contract, it is rollover, 1 month rollover, 2 month rollover, or the rollover on last date, to which rate is applicable, if we have command on this, if we have grip on this, then the case study would be easy for you. And the rate for 31st March spot rate is given, and the rate on 31st March for 2-month expiry, that means expiring on May. 31st March if somebody is entering, so 2-month expiry means the contract would be expiring on May, that is also given. And following are the 6 questions which we are supposed to answer. Now the questions are, on 31st March, AB Corporation honors the contract. So let us say we are AB Corporation, we are importing goods on January, and now we have to make payment on March. So suppose we entered on contract on 1st January and on 31st March we actually honor the contract. We are not cancelling, we are not postponing, we are not going for rollover, and actually whatever the contract we have entered, we fulfill it. So what would be the answer for this? So these are the following 6 small cases questions which are asked in case study. Second question is, on 28th February, AB Corporation honors the contract. That means early that is known as a early accepting the dollar. Third, 28th February, you cancel the contract. Fourth, 28th February, roll over for 2 months. Fifth, 31st March, you roll over for 2 months. And last is 31st March, you cancel the contract. So, this is what the question is. I will go for the answer in the next part of this video. Let's go for the answer. So, here I'm coming up with a solution. Again, I would like you to kindly note down the question first in your book, and then you can have a solution, because once question is there in front of you, it would be easy to understand answer. Now, as per the case, the first question which was given in case study was AB Corporation has entered into 3 months, because AB Corporation has ordered good on 1st January and its obligation to pay $1 lakh is on 31st March. So let us assume we are AB Corporation and we today enter, that is on today 1st January, we enter into contract with banks for 3 months, which means it expires on 31st March. And the question is, on 31st March we honor the contract. So on 31st March we go to bank and we actually ask for whatever dollar we have requested. So at the time of entering into contract, which rate will be useful? That is second column, which is given on 1st January. The spot rate is 46.5 and which is bid rate, and 46.75 which is ask rate, and 3-month forward rate is given 46.6 and 46.9. That means on 1st January we have entered with a bank to buy $1 lakh at 46.9. So we have promised bank that we will buy $1 lakh on March at 46.9, and actually on March 31st we honor, and our obligation to pay is 46.9 per dollar multiplied by $1 lakh we have requested bank to provide us. And so total obligation in the first question is 46 lakhs 90,000. So this is what the solution of first question which was asked in case study. Question number second, that is B. Now the second question is, on 28th February AB Corporation honors the contract. See, actually AB Corporation has ordered good or purchase goods from US worth $1 lakh on 1st January, and then its obligation is to pay on 31st March. So always remember, the original contract is entering into contract with bank to get $1 lakh on 31st March. So our actual delivery has to be taken on 31st March. But now the second question which was asked in case study is, if AB Corporation has honors this contract on 28th February, that means early delivery. This is a case of early honor, you can say early delivery by AB Corporation. So what happened? Actually, AB Corporation has already entered into contract at 46.9, that is on 1st January for 3 months. Now to honor this contract by AB Corporation early, that is on 28th February, first of all, AB Corporation has to make reverse position. Means on 28th February, AB Corporation will approach bank, will request bank to cancel the contract which was expiring on March. So the first thing is bank will reverse the transaction. Earlier AB Corporation was buying $1 lakh. That means we have entered as an AB Corporation, we have entered to buy $1 lakh at ask rate. Now on 28th Feb, bank will take 1 month forward rate and we will be selling and bank will be buying. So bid rate would be taken, and the new contract would be, that is for cancelling the contract, bank will reverse the transaction. So 1 lakh into 47.25, so we will receive 47 lakh 25,000. Our original contract was we have to pay 46 lakh 90,000. Now to cancel that contract we have made reverse transaction and we are selling 1 lakh at 47.25, and now again we enter into buying contract on 28th February. Now we honor on 28th February, that means we will buy on 28th February. So bank will sell us at spot rate, because whatever forward rate we have entered, that we have cancelled by entering into reverse transaction. So the original contract what we have entered has been cancelled by bank, right, from forward, and now the actual 1 lakh rupees which we are buying will be on spot rate basis, and the spot rate on 1st February, sorry, on 28th February is 47, which is ask rate. So we will buy 1 lakh into 47, so 47 lakh is our obligation. So what is the final payment, what is the final payout by AB Corporation is, see, earlier we have to pay 46 lakh 90,000, so this is our cash outflow. Then we have entered into reverse, so we receive 47.25, and then again we have to pay 47, that means actually we are buying 47. So two cash outflow, 46 lakh 90,000 plus 47 lakh minus reverse transaction of 47 lakh 25,000, so net cash outflow is 46 lakh 65,000. Now to understand in a simple way, this solution is also, I mean, the answer would be same. See, initially our contract was 46.9, right? Then we reverse the transaction, that means earlier we are buying, now we are selling, so 46.9 minus 47.25, but again we enter into buy at 47, so the net 46.9 plus 47 minus 47.25, net we can receive $1 at 46.65 multiplied by 1 lakh is 46 lakhs 65,000, and that is what the above solution is also saying, the net cash outflow by AB Corporation. If AB Corporation is buying 1 lakh, then the net cash outflow would be 46 lakhs 65,000 total. And the alternate solution is also saying the same thing. $1 AB Corporation will receive on 28th February is 46.65 multiplied by 1 lakh, so 46 lakh $65,000. Now let's see the solution for the third question, that is C. Now option C. Option C of this case saying on 28th February AB Corporation cancels the contract. So we are AB Corporation, we have ordered goods of $1 lakh from US and we have to pay on 31st March, but somehow on 28th February now we need not to pay this $1 lakh and we want to cancel the contract. See, there is a difference between early honor, cancel and rollover. See, early honor could be possible, that is option B could be possible, we have to pay this $1 lakh little advance, and that is why we have cancelled the original 3-month contract and we purchase on spot market on February. Now rollover can be we have to make payment after some time, not on decided time, that is March, maybe we have to pay a little late. But cancellation means now we don't want this $1 lakh. Now if you remember in my previous session, what I said was cancellation can be possible, and cancellation again are of types like early cancellation, due date cancellation, and cancellation after due date but before 14 days. So if you have not visited that session, kindly go to the previous session and understand what are the ways of cancellation. So let us concentrate on the solution of option C, and this is a case of early cancellation. And if any customer is cancelling contract early, that is before due date, gain and loss would be paid by bank or received by bank respectively. So in this, AB Corporation will enter into again reverse transaction. As I said, always remember our first initial contract was buying $1 lakh at 46.9 on 1st January for 3 months. But now we cancel. So we cancel on 28th February. So again we will go to bank on 28th Feb and we'll request bank to cancel the contract. So bank will use 1 month forward contract because only now 1 month is left. So on 28th February, bank will find out what is 1 month forward contract and bank will enter into reverse transaction for us. Earlier we were buying, so it was ask rate for bank. Now we are selling to bank, so bank will use bid rate on 28th February for 1 month contract, and which is given as 47.25. So in this case, earlier we are buying from bank 46.9 and now we are selling the same at 47.25. So the difference is 35,000 gain. which AB Corporation can be having. So this is a solution for option C. Now in next slide, let's see solution for question number D. Question number D, and D says on 28th February, AB Corporation enters into rollover contract for 2 months. So what is rollover? What is this question? Let me first explain in brief. Our original contract, as I said, on 1st Jan we have entered into 3-month contract expiring on March. Matlab our obligation to pay $1 lakh is on 31st March. But on 28th February again we have approached bank and we have requested bank, now I would like to roll over this contract for 2 months. That means ultimately now our payment has to be made in April and not in March, because on February next 2 months would be March and April. So in this case AB Corporation now wants to make payment in the month of April. That means after the due date. So again the modus operandi would be same. On 28 Feb we will approach bank and we would request bank to cancel the original contract, and original contract was expiring on 31st March. So on 28 February bank will use 1 month forward rate to cancel the original contract, and again we will enter into new fresh contract on 28 February for 2-month expiry. So let's see what is the solution. To roll over, the AB Corporation required to cancel the original contract by entering into reverse transaction. So original contract of AB Corporation was $1 lakh dollar buying at 46.9. Now reverse the transaction on 28 Feb. So 1 lakh into 47.25, which is we are selling now to bank. Now on the same date, that is on 28th February, again we enter into contract for 2 months. That means now again we are buying a fresh contract on 28th Feb for 2 months, and that means again ask rate will be used because bank is selling. So the ask rate on 28th Feb for 2-month contract is 47.5. So 1 lakh into 47.5, our new obligation is 47 lakh 50,000, and effectively the AB Corporation will be having following gain or loss. Let's see what is gain or loss. See earlier we are 46.9 is buying, that is why I've put it red. The new buying rate is 47.5, and to cancel the contract we have used minus 47.25, which is what we are selling, so we receive. So the final payment, or you can say the final rate which AB Corporation has applicable is 47 rupees and 15 paisa. So what is loss as compared to initial? On 1st January, if we have entered into contract and if we could fulfill the contract, so $1 lakh we could receive at 46.9. Just because we extend the contract by 2 months, the new rate, final effective rate applicable is 47.15. So as compared to previous original contract, the new contract is 25 paisa more, and 25 paisa multiplied by 1 lakh, so the loss of customer is 25,000. To extend this contract by AB Corporation, the bank will accept the request, but AB Corporation has to make payment of 25,000, which is loss to the AB Corporation. So this is what a solution of option D. Now option E. The question of case study in option E was on last date. See, our original contract expiring on 31st March, and on 31st March now we request bank to extend contract for 2 more months. That means now we don't want this $1 lakh on 31st March, we want this $1 lakh maybe in the month of May, and that is why we request to extend the contract. So following is the solution. Again we have entered original contract, so original obligation was buying 1 lakh at 46.9. On last date we cancel for request, so on last date on 31st March, whatever the spot rate will be the reverse rate. So that was again 46.9. So we are selling it to bank at 46.9. We have purchased from bank at 46.9. So this original contract was over. So now on 31st March we will find out a new 2-month rate, because we want to extend this contract for 2 months. So on 31st March, bank will find out what is next 2 month rate and which is available at 48.25. So our new contract will be at 48.25 multiplied by 1 lakh. So the final gain or loss which customer has to receive or pay respectively is as follows. See, earlier our buying rate 46.9, so this is cash outflow. Then we enter into reverse contract and we receive 46.9, so that 46.9 will be over, and the final contract which we entered is 48.25. So now let us compare. Original rate was 46.9, new rate is 48.25. Difference is 1.35 into 1 lakh. So loss to the customer is 1,35,000. Bank will accept customer's request, that is AB Corporation's request, on 31st March to extend contract for 2 months if customer is ready to make payment of 1,35,000 to bank. Right, so this is a solution of option E. And now the last option F, let us see into the next screen. Last option in case study, the last question in case study is question F, that is on 31st March, AB Corporation wishes to cancel the contract. So originally we have ordered goods of $1 lakh. We have to make payment of $1 lakh on 31st March, but on 31st March, that we now come to know that we don't want this $1 lakh, we would like to cancel the contract. So what is the gain or loss, or what is the effect on cash flow of AB Corporation? So to cancel this contract, we have to find out on 31st March what is the rate available. So earlier we have entered at $1 lakh into 46.9. Now to make a reverse transaction, on last date forward rate and spot rate are same. So earlier we were buying $1 lakh, that is ask rate for bank. Now to cancel the contract we enter into reverse transaction. So now what is bid rate, which is 46.9. So buying at 46.9, selling at 46.9. So effectively there is no gain, no loss. A bank will charge 0 rupees to cancel the contract on 31st March from AB Corporation. And this is because on last date the price is same as the contract price. If it is different, then there could be gain or loss. So thank you very much for the listening. I'll be presenting some other case studies in the further session. Thank you very much. For the extra materials and other details, you can visit my blogspot. Thank you.